And on to inventory management and PPC optimization. First, managing inventory. Probably one of the most difficult tasks for any Amazon seller. Once you have a really good idea of your actual daily sales and what your lead time is, you can work this out relatively easily. Look at this equation here. Your lead time, let's say that was 60 days to manufacture and ship, times your daily sales, so how many you're currently selling per day. Let's say we're selling 10 per day, and then we just add any safety stock. Let's say we want 100 units of safety stock. So we times it out. 60 times 10 is 600 plus 100 of safety stock, so 700. 700 is going to be our reorder point. If you look at the example here, they did a 50-day lead time with 10 daily sales and 200 of safety stock. They also got a 700 reorder point. What this means is when your inventory in Amazon's Manage Inventory page gets to 700, you have to reorder at that point with your supplier. Obviously, that helps you stay in stock, and that helps you preserve keyword ranking, your BSR, and just keep your ad costs much lower because you're not having to relaunch the product every time you go out of stock. Now, it sounds easy, but this is much harder in practice, but this is something you do want to work out and stick to. And on the PPC side, once you have more keyword data, in other words, you've been running these PPC ads and pulling the PPC reports off of Amazon, you're now going to be able to actually optimize those campaigns. And as you optimize the campaigns, you're lowering your ad spend and boosting up profitability. Remember, as we said, this is usually going to start to happen as you organically rank on page 1. But with PPC in general, this is what you're doing. You're casting a broad net in the beginning. So pretend it's like a pond full of fish. You're casting this broad net in the beginning, and then you're figuring out where in this pond are most of the big fish, and then you're going to narrow that net and you just focus on this section of the pond, not the other areas which are not profitable. So that's kind of how PPC works at a very high level. Now, markets do differ, but generally, here's one approach you could use. After you actually figure out what works best for your product, you figure out the best part of the pond, you move towards an exact match campaign only for the keywords that work for your product. This way you're minimizing the wastage, etc. But again, it does differ, and some products even have amazingly profitable automatic campaigns. So it does differ, but that's one way of thinking about this and doing this.